What's up, MP?
Number 10, MP.
Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their rotation.
Missing a valued contributor. That can be a challenge. Now, we'll see how they overcome it.
Now, the opening lineup for Atlanta. Alexander Walker and Rizachet fill out the perimeter. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. And it's Young in at the point. And for Brooklyn, the tandem on the perimeter, Thomas and Porter Jr. Then there's Sharp, then it's MP, and it's Wolf in at the 4. And recently, MP has let it be known that he's aiming to outdo all of his conference peers this season and secure his spot as an all-star starter.
And so far, he's backing up his talk. You'd be hard-pressed to find a player at his position who's meant more to his team than MP. If he keeps playing at this level, I can't imagine he won't be in the starting 5 on All-Star Weekend.
Now let's send it down to Allie, who has a report on MP.
As you know, one of the big stories in this game is the battle for an all-star guard spot. I asked MP how much weight he put on making the all-star team, and he said, it's very important for me to be a leader on this team and in this league. Guys, MP sounds like he's on a mission.
Yeah, my thought exactly. Thanks a lot, Alec. And we're only a few games in, but already some surprises to this season, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. On the positive side, a couple teams have come together quicker than anticipated, and they are outperforming early expectations.
It's Johnson with a drive. The 3 from Rizachet. They kick it out to Porzingis. He buries it from 3.
And Porzingis has always been a threat from deep. And at his height, he probably feels like no one can block his shot.
Ramos, the pass to Wolf. Back to MP. The 3 is up. And again, Brooklyn. With the triple.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Brooklyn has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Atlanta has gone 1 of 4 from deep. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys. No doubt that a healthy Kristaps Porzingis is still a unicorn for what he can bring to a team. When Atlanta pulled the trigger to bring him in, they envisioned him stretching the floor, and Porzingis has opened up about recovering from the illness that sidelined him during the 2025 NBA playoffs. Guys, the Hawks are hoping he can be the player that helps get them back into the postseason. Their entire 2025-26 regular season hinges on KP.
He's a big factor. All right, Chums, thanks for the update. Fires the 3. Young missing again. Brooklyn leading by 5. Pass to Ramos. There's the triple. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home. keeping their cool and making quality shots.
And if you want to see how well coached a team is, just look at their efficiency on offense. That's a testament to great coaching. Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Will grant for a late first-round pick. Cam Thomas is a certified bucket.
Yeah, B.A. He's got every shot in the book. And he's still rounding out the other aspects of his game. But if you need to score, that he can provide.
It's loud time. You know what time it is. It's time for Team Hawk.
Yemen, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Dyson Daniels comes in for Alexander Walker. A minute 29 left in the first. Johnson passes to Daniels. Atlanta again missing. Brooklyn leading by 6. And here's MP from outside. He drops it from range. Ramos has got 18 points in the game.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Young with the bucket.
And continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Pass to MP. Three-pointer. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Now here's Okongwu. Here's the three. And there's Young. That's good. On the assist from Okongwu. 11 points in the game. From deep, MP knocks down the triple.
Oh, so competitive. MP with the response 3. This guy is all about winning.
Now here's Daniels. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Bulls in Chicago. In transition, here comes Brooklyn. MP, the pass to Sharp. Back to MP. The three is up. Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
And he is just piling up the numbers here. MP seems to improve every time we see him. Such an impressive talent.
Basket's good.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Stolen by Young. Daniels outside with 1 on the clock. And he lays it up and in.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Brooklyn out in front, leading by 9. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. We've got Dyson Daniels. Kristaps. Oh, man!
Look out below.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And you could argue Onyeka Okongwu is a little undersized at the center position. But it's hard to overlook his impact, Tim.
Well, that's because he contributes in so many areas. Blocks, steals, rebounds. He can make plays, you name it. And he keeps adding to his game year after year.
They throw good. Okongwu will grab last season. The Nets retired number 15, the jersey of Vince. Teams will make substitutions. three, Porzingis. Oh, KP with the three.
Yeah, such an easy flick of the wrist for Porzingis. He makes it look like a 10-footer when he hits the corner three.
And for an update on MP, let's send it over to Allie.
We have a little extra bulletin board material for this one. MP took to social media to make some guarantees about the night he was going to have. There's been no official response, but I know it didn't sit well with the opposing locker room. So we'll have to see if MP can back up his predictions.
Well, if you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. Thanks. Here's Daniels. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
To the wing on the left. Claxton finds Porter. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. From deep, MP. And again for three.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got two guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. Porzingis misses. Brooklyn leading by 12. MP outside. 4-3. Good! Another from three.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot. A calm in the storm, and these fans are feeling it.
He's been raining them down from outside. En route to the most triples in a game in franchise history. So the Nets making a switch here. Sharp's checked in. Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And great passing, so often the thing that separates the good from the great. Who, for your money, Tim, is the best in the association?
Well, what's crazy, B.A., is I think the top of the list belongs to a center. Straight. Nikola Jokic, to me, an all-time talent, still in his prime, and his playmaking ability, unquestionably, the best we have ever seen at the center position.
Never seen any player like him. He's amazing.
Maybe never will either. Man, that was impressive. Johnson can flat out fly.
Sharp a screen on Daniels. And here's it. Connects again from distance.
He's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game.
Yeah, moving alongside Curry's mark from 2016. That was the top spot until Clay took it.
Cameron Thomas checked in for Brooklyn. Atlanta also making some changes. Shea comes in for Krejci. And it's Young in for Daniels. Pass to Ramos. Launches a three. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Young from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Wolf. Johnson against MP. For three. Porzingis grabs the board. Hawks trail by 14. Here's Young. Young blitzing his way to a bucket.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The drive by MP. Outside for Porter. And here's MP from outside. And again for three.
And of course it falls for him. And that three pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget.
Yeah, matching Clay's 14. One more shouldn't be too much to ask.
No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Brooklyn liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. And they've got a comfortable lead, in large part due to their three-point shooting. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for the Brooklyn Nets.
Modern era. Work the ball around the perimeter and shoot it with confidence.
That's right. My name would be Shaquille O'Nealovich. If you can't beat him, you join him.
All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
When I look at Brooklyn, they've had a great start to the season as we thought they might. They play together. They play for one another. They're well coached. This team is a team to watch.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Well, he's found his rhythm.
Good! Another from three.
And that is a three that will put him in the record books.
The most triples ever in a game. History being made.
And 15 threes for MP, passing Klay Thompson's record from 2018. Just a privilege to witness it.
That is so tough to stop. Trae Young accelerates and then stops on a dime to knock down that jumper.
And here's Thomas from the arc. The rebound by Atlanta. All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team. And the crowd, letting him know they appreciate greatness.
He has been prolific. Three-pointers at a historic level.
Wow, he is piling up the threes. We're going to hear about this performance for years to come.
And with the bulk of the season still ahead, let's take a look at how the power rankings are starting to come together. Look at Atlanta. They're making moves up the standings, claiming that fourth spot.
When I look at the Nets, they have been impressive in these first few weeks of play, making moves to advance themselves up the ranks. A lot of hard work and effort went into making this happen.
Hawks trail by 19. Young with it. 17 points in the game. Outside Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Alexander Walker. And again, it's Atlanta.
Yeah, he just needs more shots. He has to get more involved.
Here's MP. Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Showing the numbers from last NBA season, the leaders in team steals. The Hawks second.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Outside Johnson. Porter pulls it in.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Well, when you look at the upside for this young Hawks team, Tim, how good can they be?
I think they could be one of the surprises in the Eastern Conference. They've got an emerging star in Jalen Johnson, one of the best defensive players in the league, and Dyson Daniels. Both of those guys, I think, haven't even come close to scratching the surface.
And both players, high-level work ethic, talent, and guys who want to get after it every day.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Outside Rizachet. Outside Johnson. Pass to Young. They need this. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Spins. MP scanning the floor. Jacks up a 3, and it's good. He hits another one.
and he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense, really taking it to the opposition. Demon, he's checked in for Porter Jr. And a change for the Hawks. Daniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. Atlanta calls timeout. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
Few bigs stretch the floor like Porzingis. He can be just deadly from the arc.
Young against MP. Fires for three. Another one falls. Amazing.
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long time.
Yeah, when you talk about absolutely thrilling your fan base, MP has done it. I mean, who knows if this franchise record will ever be broken?
A minute 20 left in the third quarter here. Young with a screen on Williams. From deep, Johnson. Brooklyn pulls it in.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
MP outside. Screen by Claxton. Just 5 on the clock. Now Young with a steal. On the break. Here's Porzingis. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Standing at 7-3. We have never...
Substitutions on the court.
Johnson finds Young. Down low. Here's Porzingis. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
On the floor for Atlanta. Rizachet at the 3. Johnson at the 4. Trae Young out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. The 3. Claxton with a rebound.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
And again for 3. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
BA, he's on fire.
Pass to Young. Lets it go from deep. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
And the responses often come from the three-point line. That's just today's game.
All right, Tim, you've covered the NBA for a long time now. What's one thing you wish you could change about how we cover the game?
Well, I think there's a temptation to boil it down to hot takes, and I'd much rather see us cover the appreciation that we all have for the nuances of the actual basketball.
Game has never been more skilled than it is right now.
Totally agree.
And good! There's another!
And that's 70!
He is unconscious. Outside Rizachet. This one for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because...
Yet another bucket!
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in a game ever. He is hitting everything.
It is truly one of the greatest games in league history. He can't miss.
73. What a number. Tying Wilt, Luka, and David Thompson. Only Wilt and Kobe have more in a single game.
Misses the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Nets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
An authoritative play by Porzingis, dominating the glass and getting the second chance look.
And here's MP from outside. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
He is soaring on that one. Johnson going up high to get his hands on it.
From deep, MP. Rebound Atlanta. Outside Rizachet. Pass to Young. Inside. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. Once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all...
Most players go out of their way to avoid saying something that might motivate the other team. You, on the other hand, guaranteed a blowout victory tonight. Talk about it.
Yes, some of the guys were giving me grief after, saying I had to earn suicides if we lost. But if you could have seen them after we left the locker room for warm-ups, whew. I mean, it was obvious. They took my words to heart, exactly how I hoped. I was confident in them, and they trusted me. We came in unified. You can't beat that.
Yeah, I can't beat that. Thank you so much, Embiid. Ryan, over to you.
All right, Jennifer, thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
Ms. Harkins.
Thank you. Congratulations on this incredible record, MP. The most 3-pointers ever made in a single game. When you made the shot to set the record, what went through your head?
I was thinking if I don't get back on defense, coach is going to sub me out. That's a joke. I don't know. I try not to think much when I'm shooting. Once the game is over, then it's easier to reflect on everyone who played a part in putting me in this position. Coaches, teammates, opponents.
Opponents?
Yeah, opponents for sure. Every player has nights coming up when they lose and they just, they can't sleep. So you find a 24-hour gym and you get to work, promising yourself you'll do better. All that adds up to the kind of night you saw tonight.
Thank you, MP.
Yeah.
Right here, MP.
Hey, there he is. My favorite client and the team's newest starter. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Austin. Yeah. It's all pretty exciting now, isn't it?
Hey, listen, this is just the first step towards you becoming the face of the franchise.
Oh, well, I like how that sounds.
But it won't be easy, though. You got to establish yourself as the best player on a championship-caliber team.
Oh, is that all?
Listen, but if you do it, the rewards are off the charts, man.
Yeah, well, you know me, Austin. I'm not ever scared, and I'm just crazy enough to believe I could do anything.
That's why I love you, MP. Never change.
All right, we're here with MP for his reaction ahead of tonight's big All-Star showdown.
My bad. Reaction to what?
You're going to get a water rush for a second so we can film this?
Yeah, I could do two things at once, bro. What are you talking about? What am I reacting to?
One second, bring it up. And, all right, quote. I expect to be an All-Star, 100%. And I expect MP to be there that weekend, too. In the stands. End quote.
That ain't real. Who said that?
For yourself.
Yeah, he's getting shut down tonight.
You think maybe once you're thinking that way, focus on him, he turns out just to be a decoy?
You know, Xander, my grandfather had a saying, if the snake ain't hissing, don't squeeze it.
What does that mean?
We never knew. It doesn't matter, Xander. Same with this trash talk. Doesn't matter what he meant by it. He said it, so it is what it is.
You lost me, bro.
My man is getting shut down, Xander. That's all you need to know. That's all y'all need to know, okay? MP, out.
MP, how you feeling? MP. Let's get it, MP.
Ford Arena Stage number. Hey Pacers fans, make sure to come out to the next home game. Every single one of you will be getting your own Pacers long sleeve t-shirt. All the latest specials on tickets are available in the ticket booth. Visit today before they are gone.
Well, Clark, everyone's picking the same team to win this one. They're clear favorites.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, and they should be. But you can't take anybody lightly in the NBA. As the underdog, you have no expectations, and sometimes that can free you up to play your best basketball, which gives you a chance to maybe catch that opponent who's the favorite off guard.
Let's go to the sideline now to hear more about that amazing performance MP had.
Well, he had a flat-out insane game, setting a new NBA record for threes in the game, passing the 14 that Klay Thompson hit back in 2018. The new record holder told me, quote, "I was just in the zone. Everything was going in. It was the best feeling in the world." And it was so much fun to watch, guys.
It was a lot of fun to watch. Thank you. It's been well documented that MP is taking these matchups seriously against other opponents in this conference. You got to wonder if that hasn't provided some extra motivation.
You love the gamesmanship. MP putting it out there. I mean, we've all heard the big statements in the past, and MP going after this is only natural, but it is hard to back up. And so far, he's done. The question for the future, how nasty will it get as he continues to face teams and players who want nothing more than to shut MP down?
So the Nets starting five. Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Then it's MP. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Wolf in at the 4 spot.
You know, Siakam didn't start playing hoops until his late teens, so he was raw coming into the league, and now he's one of the most skilled big men in the association.
Hard to find a more versatile forward, Clark, in this league than Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, and it's been so much fun to see how far his game has come in his decade plus. I mean, he was part of that Toronto Raptors championship team, an up-and-coming young force then, and now he's really refined his game. He's a go-to player. His hustle and defensive gifts are really what stood out early, and he continues to do that well. He's just a terrific top-line player in the NBA. Halliburton, with the answer, was anxious to throw it right back at him.
Porter kicks to MP. Back to Porter. And here's MP for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Ramos has got 12 points in the game. Halliburton for 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets leading by 5. 3-pointer. MP again from deep. He's got 15.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Indiana's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Siakam outside. Here's Mathurin. A shot, no good. Good defense by MP.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Takes the 3. And the Nets, another 3.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. Pacers trail by 11. Here's Nesmith. 12 points his last outing. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And the Nets making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. Here's McConnell. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Toppin can't get it to go.
Well, he won't miss many of those, not when he gets a good look like that.
A three from MP. And the Nets, another three.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a lot.
Most teams get the message to cover.
McConnell and Nembhard at guard. Toppin is out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Walker in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Siakam for 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
That was just a bad pass. There's no other way to describe it. It happens, but that was bad.
Indiana making some changes. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Jarris Walker. Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And the Nets making a change here as well. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Outside for Halliburton. Fires for 3. Porter pulls it in.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
And we know this, Clark. Michael Porter Jr. can be explosive offensively.
Yeah, he can put together some high-scoring games for sure, Kevin. He's the kind of guy that I think has still a lot of room to grow in this game.
Here's Wolf, and that one is stuffed right through.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Halliburton passes to Mathurin, and once again off the mark by Indiana.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And stolen by Siakam. To stop the run. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
The size and quickness of Mathurin is a deadly combination.
And here's MP for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Ramos has got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
MP outside. On the wing, Porter. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You know, I think this is a shot Porter Jr. has to continue to knock down. Because after all, he's out there to stretch the floor, so he's got to cash in from there.
Halliburton with it. Picked up by Claxton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower. Than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Hobbs jacked in, and it's Nesmith in for Andrew Nembhard.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
Halliburton's size playing to his advantage there.
And here are the Nets. They're on a 19-6 run. Halliburton with the steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And stolen by MP. Going inside. And the dunk by MP.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Back to Halliburton. 2 on the clock, and that's good for 2. Halliburton's got 6 points in the quarter.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
And so it's Brooklyn out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action in just a minute.
Greetings, everyone. Let's first take a look at the players of the week in both conferences. The Eastern Conference winner, LaMelo Ball.
Well, LaMelo's been incredible. I tell you, he has been an elite scorer and passer who can single-handedly dictate the pace of the game, Shaq.
And when it comes to this award, it doesn't hurt that he got that razzle-dazzle to his game.
And moving on now to that first half tough sledding so far for the Indiana Pacers. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways.
And again for 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make good. Another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Connects again from distance.
And I don't think I have ever seen a player this dialed in from deep.
Well, with that make, he's now, Greg, alone in second place for most threes in a game. You know, at this point, you have to go for the top spot, right? Here's Siakam. And no good. The try spell continuing for him.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by MP. Halliburton with the steal. The drive by Siakam. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And Clark, how about Indiana's recent run? Making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in back-to-back seasons.
You know, the last time that happened, Kevin, was about a decade ago when Paul George was the man leading the Pacers. Unfortunately, they fell to LeBron's Heat both times. I was courtside for a couple of those matchups. And then last season, advancing to the finals and pushing it all the way to 7 games. The Pacers have a really bright future ahead of them, in my opinion.
Here's Huff. Knocks down the 3-ball. Huff's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Halliburton, such a clever passer and very selfless, too. Loves to set up his teammates.
MP finds Claxton. Claxton sets the screen for MP. Such a wide-open look. MP's got 55.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And again, it's Brooklyn with a 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Claxton a screen on Halliburton. They get it back. Another shot. And Claxton with the layup. Claxton's got his first points of the game.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. And it's off from three-point range. MP deciding where to go with it. There's the triple. He got it again. Sensational.
A 60-piece. Goodness. And it's not his first of the season.
Well, he is tied for the 4th most 60-point games during a single season. Just incredible. And a wide open look for Mathurin. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's MP, and the layup's good off the glass.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Halliburton for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. A 3 from MP. That one, no good. Got it off in time. No good that time. And so it's Brooklyn, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. McConnell and Nembhard at guard. Walker out there with Toppin. And it's Siakam in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Demon, and he gets it to go. Demon's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Nets. Now McConnell. Pass to Toppin. And Walker kicks to Toppin. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Nembhard's shot is good.
No hesitation from Nembhard at all, and with good reason. He was on his spot and ready to let it go.
for Indiana. Huff's checked in. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Walker. Aaron Neesmith has checked in for Andrew Nembhard. Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And the Nets also making a change. MP's checked in. Indiana again missing.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Wow. What can you say?
The Pacers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Huff. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And a wide open look, and another one falls.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember, and approaching some history to boot. Back to Halliburton. Misses the 3.
Trying to match 3, sometimes you get too amped up, and it affects your ability to knock down the shot.
Back to MP. Pacers with the rebound. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's Halliburton missing.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
The Pacers shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Drills the three-pointer.
At the arc, Halliburton, confident, no fear, no hesitation. He sees a good shot, he's letting it fly.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And has significant points in this game. They just stayed committed to their brand of basketball, and that's why they'll be taking the front end of this 3-game season series against Indiana.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
Well, his defense was tremendous tonight. Really.
And again for 3.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most 3s in a game. This is a night we will never forget. Pass to Huff from deep 3-point land. Rebound, Brooklyn.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Outside Mathurin. Beyond the arc. And Halliburton gets it to go on the assist from Mathurin.
Halliburton going off like this is fun to watch. He's really been engaged offensively.
And here's MP for 3. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean,
good. Another from 3.
The barrage continues, and he's now broken his own record. It's a new mark for the most triples ever in a game.
He said it. If anyone's going to do it, it may as well be me. And he keeps raising the ball higher and higher. Triple after triple. Catch him if you can. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer.
A truly exceptional performance tonight here, MP. You break 70 points and your team wins the game. What's next?
Post-game treatment, rest, recovery, a little dinner, sleep. Do it all again tomorrow, same as always.
Same as always, after a legendary performance like tonight?
It's the same as always mentality that lets me do legendary things. So never too low, never too high. It's a cliche because it's true.
Wow, incredible job, MP. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Jennifer. Thanks. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
MP, right here.
Ma'am.
After such a dominant defensive effort by UMP, some might ask, if it's as simple as flipping a switch, why not flip it every game?
Yeah, I give this team everything I've got every single day. Not just on game day either. I'm talking practice, off days, every day. And there's no switch to flip, Miss Conway. I'm just always me. And more often than not, I'm the guy you saw out there tonight. So I'm not really sure where you're coming from when you ask me these questions. Like, are you trying to slight me or what?
No, it's just
It doesn't
a job.
matter. No more questions.
People want to know.
Thank you. No, I'm good. Thank you.
He's afraid of journalism. Great. What's new?
All right, got another matchup against a potential all-star tonight. MP, what you thinking?
I need a little separation.
Yeah, I am sick of you too, but we got video to shoot. Come on.
Nah, Xander, I'm saying I need separation from some of these other all-stars. Gotta do something that, help me stand out. I woke up in the zone today. I'm telling you, I can't miss.
Hey, I saw the warm-ups, folks. He ain't lying.
Right. And I'm thinking I'll hit a couple of logo threes, get our guys going, and get the talking heads yapping.
Wait till you're now.